Hello everyone, this is Fish Guy Rodney with Exotic Fish and Tanks, and my feature fish today is a 7-inch Blueface angel. They're stunning, they're gorgeous, it's from Bali, and again, a 7-inch Blueface angel. Let's take a look. This is Fish Guy Rodney with Exotic Fish and Tanks. Look at this beauty. This is a 7-inch Blueface angel. The colors are stunning. The colors are absolutely stunning. Again, a 7-inch Blueface angel from Bali. I'll pick it up here in just a second, but you can see the Blueface and how stunning the colors are. While he's acclimating, I can tell you that every fish is acclimated for an hour in the furan, which is nitrofurazone, and the Paragard. And the Paragard takes care of the fungal and the bacterial. And of course, nitrofurazone is an antibiotic that I put the fish in for an hour. After putting the fish in or giving it a bath while acclimating for an hour, I then give it a freshwater dip. And after the freshwater dip, I then put the fish in a typically the freshwater dip I do for 4 to 5 minutes. I recommend that you use RO water when doing the freshwater dip. You want to make sure that the pH is the same as your QT tank, and you want to make sure the temps are about the same as well. You don't want to shock the fish. So the pH and the temps should be pretty close to one another. And I recommend 4 to 5 minute freshwater dip. I have the luxury of going out to LA to handpick fish about 10 times a year, 8 to 10 times a year. And I can tell you the vast majority of the vendors give the fish that are coming in from all over the world freshwater dips before putting it into their system. And they all run copper through their system. But once the fish has gone through the freshwater dip, I then put the fish into my quarantine tanks, and I use hyposalinity. So the salinity is 1.008 to 1.009. That's true hyposalinity. Anything above 1.009 is not hyposalinity. It's a lower salinity, but not hyposalinity. And most of your wholesalers, I stand corrected, all of your wholesalers in their fish-only systems, holding systems, the salinity is lower than your standard 024, 025. The less salt, the more oxygen in the water, of course. And the fish prefer a lower salinity. The 1.024, 025 really is for your corals and inverts. Even my guys in Hawaii who have been diving for 25 plus years, what they found is that when they hold fish, and they, of course, being on an island, they have access to the ocean water, which they use. But they found that diluting the ocean water with RO water to make it a lower salinity, the fish fare far better in a lower salinity system, as opposed to your standard 024, 025. So with that being said, the quarantine tanks is in hyposalinity, 1.008 to 1.009. And as I said, this is a 7-inch Blueface angel from Bali. And I'll pick it up and show you just how gorgeous it is. Look at that face. Unbelievable. Under the actinic lighting, it will look beyond amazing. Look at the blue on the face. 7-inch Blueface angel. Already eating mysis, and also eating seaweed. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you can see all the latest and greatest videos. Exotic Fish, the letter N as in Nancy, Tanks is my YouTube page. Subscribe. You'll receive, as I said, all of the latest and greatest videos. Also, Please, if you are interested in pricing and current stock, sorry about that. Go out to my website, which is exoticfish, the letter N, then the word tanks.com. So exoticfishandtanks.com. And you'll see all the pricing and the current stock list. With all online orders, I include for absolutely free Safety Stop, which is an instant quarantine by Blue Life. This does an excellent job. It's an instant quarantine, and let me stress, it should not take the place of your standard quarantine protocol. This just gives you that additional peace of mind of knowing before you put the fish into your quarantine system, it's gone through not only my quarantine process, but it's also gone through the instant quarantine process before putting it into your quarantine system. So again, that's absolutely free with every online order. That's an $8 value, $8 to $9 value is what they're sold for. And that we here at Exotic Fish and Tanks do everything we can to make sure that the fish are healthy. We guarantee every fish is eating after you receive it. You typically obviously want to give it 24 hours before trying to feed it, but every fish will be eating and healthy. And the one thing I did not mention is in the quarantine systems, I use cupramine and the Naproxen. Every fish should go through a Naproxen treatment because of course it gets the flukes and internal parasites. And the cupramine gets the protozoas, is what the cupramine gets. And that's what I put into my quarantine system. Again, the hour bath that I give it while acclimating is the Paragard for the fungal and bacterial diseases, and the furan, nitrofurazone, which is, of course, an antibiotic. So the fish, we do everything we can to make sure that the fish is as healthy as can be. But I strongly encourage you to still put the fish through your own quarantine process. These guys, when they're caught, they're normally held in small cubes, and they're not fed typically for upwards of a week. They're purged so that when they're shipped, they do not defecate in the bag, which will create the extra ammonia, which will burn their gills, and it drives down their pH as well. So 2 weeks after you receive it, and all of a sudden it dies, and you don't know why. But that's typically why most exporters do not feed the fish, or if so, very sparingly while being held before being shipped out to an importer, such as your wholesalers. Again, a 7-inch Bali Blueface Angel. Fish Guy Rodney, 469-682-8841. I welcome your texts. If you have any questions, message me, or you can leave a message on the YouTube video. Feel free, 469-682-8841. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Exotic Fish in Nancy Tanks, and you can see the current stock list and prices on my website, Exotic Fish, the letter N is in Nancy, Tanks. Again, Fish Guy Rodney with Exotic Fish and Tanks. Look forward to hearing from you. Thanks.